5 surprising facts about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is not just a martial artist, cultural icon, and a movie star. He was a superhuman who overcome every handicap life gave him to become successful in whatever field he put his mind to. Also, he created his own amazing movies and became the world's first international Chinese superstar, overcoming barriers of race and nationality. So, here are the 5 surprising facts about this remarkable legend that you might don't know. Number 1. Bruce Lee was sent to America to stop his fighting. Just like a typical hero, Bruce Lee has his own story. Bruce Lee grew up on the streets of Hong Kong in the 1950s. Well, one day, a 13-year-old Bruce Lee arrived home with a black eye and asking for karate lesson. His mother said yes, and Bruce ended up a mentor, the legendary Wing Chun teacher named Ip Man. Most of what Bruce Lee learned from Ip Man would be utilized on a street fight. That's why his parents decided to send him out of the country, and they even bribed the police just to take off his name from the list of the troublemakers, just for him to travel to America. Number 2. Bruce had a fight with the Shaolin. In 1964, Bruce began teaching martial arts in California. Bruce took on a Caucasian and black students. But there was this man arrived at Bruce Lee's dojo during their training time and presented him an ornate scroll by a man called Wong Jack Man, challenging Bruce to a fight that if Bruce lost, he would no longer be teaching non-Chinese how to fight. So Bruce agreed to fight Wong Jack Man. There is no video record taken of the event, but there were several reliable witnesses who claimed that it lasted no longer than a few minutes. Eventually, Wong Jackman realized that he couldn't possibly beat Bruce Lee and tried to run away. Bruce Lee chased him and started pounding him until such time that he gave up. In that day starts, there are no longer challengers ever sent to Bruce Lee's dojo, and Bruce continued teaching Kung Fu to every people and every race. Number 3. Bruce Lee walked away from a deadly spinal injury. In 1970, Bruce suffered a deadly injury for most athletes. Bruce's workout routines were very dangerous, even if performing well. One day, he chose not to warm up before performing a morning exercise. Bruce placed a barbell that weighs over 45 kilos on his shoulder and bending it over until he was parallel to the ground. But something went wrong. Bruce soon was taken to the hospital with crippling back pain. He was told that he damaged his fourth sacral nerve in his spine. Then his doctor told him to stop practicing Kung Fu, or he could never be as good as he was before. But Bruce wanted to prove them wrong. He then started to walk again and managed himself to become faster and stronger than before. And eventually, he did. Number 4. Bruce Lee was too fast for cameras. Like punching faster than the eyes can see, Bruce Lee was cast as Kato in The Green Hornet in 1966. But once they began filming, the show's cameraman noticed that Bruce's punches and kicks were actually too fast to be seen on camera. The problem was solved by asking Bruce to punch and kick slower. Number 5. Bruce Lee was tougher than Chuck Norris. So who would win in a fight between Lee and Norris? Well, Chuck Norris was a friend of Bruce Lee and talks about him in many interviews where that same question often arises. Usually, Norris is somehow evasive, turning out refusing to answer the question. However, one time, while providing commentary to the movie Enter the Dragon, he finally gave his answer to the question, and it's affirmative. Even Chuck Norris had admitted that Bruce Lee can beat him on a fight. Happen seeing these two martial artists on fight was in the movie The Way of the Dragon. So there are your 5 surprising facts about Bruce Lee. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe.